Did you know that there are people in the world that have never been to a grocery store? They've grown everything themselves in their own garden. Have you ever thought of growing your own garden? I did last year. It was roughly 43,000 square feet, which is about the size of a football field. Last year was the first time I had tried growing a garden of this size. My garden contained 98 tomato plants, 30 cucumber plants, 12 rows of corn, 60 pepper plants, which were bell peppers, jalapenos, and cayennes. My name is Andrew Laney, and I work as an agronomy crop consultant at a local co-op. I have several years of experience raising corn, soybeans, and tobacco. Today I'll explain to you how vegetable gardens are grown. We will discuss preparing for the garden, planting the garden, nurturing and caring for the garden, harvesting the fruits of your labor. A garden of my size takes up a lot of space, but you can also have your own small garden in your backyard, in a box garden, which is railroad ties tied together with potting soil inside. Good fertility is important. Potassium and phosphorus are key elements, but most of all the pH. It shows the acidity of your soil. You can get a soil test done by your local co-op. They will come out, take a small portion of dirt, send it to the lab, test it there, come back and give you recommendations on what kind of fertility that you have and what you should fertilize for. Now, what to plant and when to plant it. Right now you should be planting broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, lettuce, and spinach because they are cool weather crops and do not like the heat of the summer. A little later in the spring you should plant your tomatoes, bell peppers, sweet corn, and green beans. Stagger your planting dates so that all of the harvest does not come in at one time. Plant a few rows of tomatoes, wait a week. Plant a few more rows of tomatoes, plant your bell peppers so that they all come in at different times and you have fresh vegetables all summer long. To plant a garden you may need a tiller, a shovel, and a garden hoe. You will use every one of them about every day. A tiller, you can break the ground up and till under all the weeds before you get started. A shovel will make a small hole for plants or with the seed that you plant. A garden hoe is used after the plants are up and growing to weed out grass and weeds from in between the rows. As the garden grows, you should pull weeds and fertilize and water as needed, which all crops do need. Last, watch for the harvest. Make sure you harvest the vegetables when they're ready. If you harvest them too soon, they'll be bitter and hard. Harvest them too late, it'll be a waste. They'll be soft and rotten. After the harvest, take them to your kitchen for a great fresh meal. You can also sell some of the for extra cash. But again, this takes planning and knowing where to take them. I took mine to a local produce store and checked into a few extra farmers markets because I had an abundance of cucumbers, over 600. As you can tell, growing a garden takes a lot of hard work and time from your days. But as you harvest, it pays off in fresh vegetables every afternoon. And as you can always save money at the grocery store. So go out and grow your own.